5 fun facts about immigrants in the UK. Immigrants make up 16% of the UK population, but actually in my hometown in London, they make up 40% because that's where the vast majority of them come to live. More than half of the immigrants in the UK, so 58%, have actually been living here for more than 10 years already. The most common countries of origin for immigrants living in the UK are India, Poland, Pakistan, Romania, and Ireland. So if you're from any of those countries, please do give me a shout out down. Together, those 5 countries of origin make up 32% of all the immigrants. The vast majority of immigrants living in the UK came with permission, which is what we call a visa. The biggest category of visa that we grant for people who live here from overseas is to join up with family members. So about 44% of immigrants came because they already have family living in the UK. Just to be really clear on that point though, just because you came on a family visa, it doesn't mean you're not in work. In fact, in almost all cases, you will be in work because you do have the right to work, but you also have no right to claim benefits or come along and go straight into a council house or any of those other lies that you sometimes hear about immigrants. So the vast majority of people who come on family visas are going to be working. Then on top of that, the next biggest group are people who come specifically on visas that are for work. So that's 29%. And then the next biggest group is about 14%. Those are people who came to study on a student visa. And again, some of the people who are on a student visa will also work. Over the long term, about 6% of immigration to the UK is made up of refugees and asylum seekers. I think you might have heard a slightly disproportionate amount about people coming on boats. 72% of immigrants living in the UK are of working age, 20 and 60. That's compared to about 49% of the local population that is between the ages of 20 and 60 years old. And, as makes sense because of the tough visa requirements, about 41% of the immigrants living in the UK have a university degree or higher education. That compares to about 25% of the local UK population. All of these statistics come from the Migration Observatory at the University of Oxford. I really recommend it as a resource if you want to learn more about this. But of course, I'm also a resource if you're interested in factual and positive information about immigration to the UK and making the case for how we can manage it a whole lot better than we currently do. I put out videos about that on this account, and I'm also on YouTube and on Instagram and on Twitter.